Ready. Welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. The Power is Within podcast. And we got a special show tonight. I'm telling you what, these two guys come in from out of town, Affy Kingdom and AV Alpha Villains. I am honored to have these guys here tonight.
I don't think it started, though. It says later.
This one's delayed, though.
Oh.
So I think we're going. Are we going, Frank?
Yeah, it's delayed.
Oh, there we go.
Here we go. So we're going to chop it up tonight about travel.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
About women,
See,
life,
just
games.
just that makes me want to get on my fresh and fit shit because I want to see myself. See, just that. Just you didn't even do nothing. You did a lot. I got fucking 5 TVs in my house. I want to see myself talk my shit other than me talk my shit. Because this makes me want to talk more shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, are we got a bad connection or is it just?
It's just lagging.
It's just on.
It's always going to be a little bit of
only
a
on the
delay.
big screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try not to pay attention to it if it messes you up.
All right. So what have you guys been up to? Affy, you just come back from. The last time I saw you were in Japan. On Instagram, you posted. And you were in Korea before that, or where in the hell you been traveling around?
Man, international. I like to just travel across the world and just see different people and different cultures. Even here, I just tripped off how diverse it was. And it was totally different than what I imagined. It just kind of hit me off because I'm like, first I'm seeing a sector, then I'm seeing another sector, then another sector. So it's like, it's all together. Like, oh, this is pretty dope, man. Like, I like diversity. It reminds me of back home too, because back home it's diverse too. But it's just good to go to different places and to see different people embrace each other. And I like places where it seems like there's no color. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't be tripping on that. It's pretty dope. Where you just see everything. Go through is how we deal with it. So instead of being pissed off, I just taught myself 2 lessons. One, don't be so careless. You know what I'm saying? That was the first lesson. And the second lesson is just be more responsible for myself, man, because I thought I would have lost some stuff. I thought I lost my content and all that, and I got it, but it's just the fact that you can't be lax and you can't just be just like whatever, so I just learned that, I can't be so trusting and shit.
Right.
Because they'll get my fucking ass, and they did, you know what I mean? So, just like that. So I'm saying that to say, I've been heartbroken, I've been all this left on red like you fucking guys and shit too, but I as soon as things happen, I learn, you know what I'm saying? I got a situation AV learned about, and it was a test, and it worked too good. So, and I just said, okay, so now I cannot work that type of game with the physical part on top of that, moving forward. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make adjustments, and people just, just like for instance, I remember just, being in relationships, and I've said before that. What kind of changed my mindset as far as dating is, I would treat women bad, and I got the results that I wanted, and it's just kind of fucked up because I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
But then you got to be that guy, and then sometimes, dude,
It's a killer.
I showed AV hurt. I was rocking with a chick for 3 years. And then I try to give her a title thinking she earned it, and the shit hit the fan, bro. and I'm tight about it still.
She knew her place.
Cause I'm like, bro, I could have just stayed what I was doing. What did I stop doing what I was doing? I'm thinking, oh, you honorable soldier, let me bring you up. And then I got fucking stabbed in the side and shit. Bro,
It hurts, man.
that.
It hurts. I don't care how long you've been doing it. It hurts. Hey, well, we got Wade, one of our big supporters. I forgot to introduce
Wade Emery.
And my son, Mark, my oldest son, Mark's here with us tonight. Forgive me for not introducing you guys. Yeah, that's just the way it is. Do you find that some of the guys you work with, they call you or are crying about how they got...
Well, first things first, Mark, I want to say I appreciate you for having me out here.
That's my
It's
pleasure.
an honor to be here. One of my supporters, Wade Emery, my big bro, Affy Kingdom. Mark, it's a pleasure to meet you. 100%. This is cool, man. I'm very fortunate and thankful to be in a position to be able to talk to guys about some of my lessons, share losses that turned into lessons, sit with different generations, be the example, be the proof. We're real people, right? You know, a lot of guys on the microphone, they talk a lot of shit. Some are taller, some are shorter than expected, right?
Yeah.
But we're real people, man. You know, this whole alpha shit is debatable at some times, but what Afi said is important to understand that, you know, sometimes guys, you know, they call us dogs because we're loyal to a fault, and we are the true romantics. And, you know, some of the guys that are kind of abrasive online, I don't think they were born or wanted to be that way. I think they were forced to make a choice and go down a road because of a woman, because they were lied to. They're still bitter over the lies. This is why we all came to this space, right, for fucking answers. But you're absolutely right. I don't want to be that guy. Yeah. I don't want to be the fucking asshole. I want to be a nice guy.
Bro, because I don't mean to cut you off because it disappoints me because when I turn 40, I'm like, I still got to do this shit like this? I want to just be old and just be chilling. Like, hey, I did my dogging and kicking them on the side of the freeway. But I know I can, but I don't want to do that no more, bro.
Right. It scares me to hear y'all say that. I'm 22. I'm like, man, I guess the dogging doesn't ever
well,
end.
see, it ain't got the impact because Uber now. See, I was doing that shit pre-Uber.
Right.
So it'll really be a foot to their ass for real, bro. Like,
but you're absolutely right. You know, just knowing that you still have to do that, you still have to be a certain person that you don't necessarily want to be. And I think that's part of being a man, right? The burden of performance. We talk about what men have to endure. When you really know that, and you know you got to be somebody that you don't necessarily want to be. It's kind of like if you have kids. This is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you more, but I got to beat your ass. Yeah. But you're going to thank me later for it, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Women can't do that. When they enforce punishment, you're grounded for 2 weeks, and then 1 week later, they're no longer grounded.
A day or two later.
Right. So at the end of the day, men, we really got to understand, you know, coming together, being with people who are like-minded, who really want to become better and understand that we're fucking human. Being honest with ourselves that we don't necessarily gotta want to be the person that we have to be, but we're all about results and shit. And if we have to be the guy that you don't think that we need to be, we're gonna do it because we want those results. So.
And let me say something too. As you guys grow older, even where I'm at, like I said, you know, I always wanted to be an author. That was always a goal. I'm not fucking writing books because I want a product for you fucking guys, because I'd be rationing them out if that was the case. But like, I feel like I'm at a point now where I'm with my tribe and I'm talking to the guys who I want to get rich with. And so when you get to that level, which you little scary niggas, because y'all like pussy so much, y'all never get there. Y'all never get there because y'all can't get out the ass.
MOH.
You know?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Money
So then it just changes everything.
Right.
Like it just changes everything. It changes your interactions. It changes just all of that, man. And I was even just telling him, like, you know, like, I'm not saying that I'm the best looking guy. I'm pretty handsome, you know. And you know, y'all say I got chicks because I had a beard. Well, I cut the beard and I got a hat on. So now what y'all say? So y'all can suck it. So, but man, like when you just really vibe and you really just see the bigger picture, and even like you know women that would you date or even women that I meet, like I can meet a woman and I'm just so in my bag to where I want a book publishing company. I want to direct movies. You know, some of my books, they were written to be movies. That wasn't by accident. That was on purpose. And then, you know, I'm meeting directors who can put my dreams to make it come true.
And now you got a movie coming out here next spring,
Yeah.
right?
Right. Yeah, you're gonna be in there cussing at prostitutes. That's your vibe. Oh, matter of fact, it's done.
Yeah, he showed. Yeah, on the way over here, he showed. Yeah, it's already done. It's already
done.
formatted and everything.
It's done. So, you know, you do that type of thing, and then the loyal vagina loses its value, bro. Because you get headaches with that, and when you accomplish your goals and you see visions and you start seeing them happen, and then it starts to almost be a game to where you're just throwing stuff out there and it still sticks, and you're like, man, this is cool. It's like, wow, whatever I think really can happen.
And people don't realize how powerful their thoughts are, especially the thoughts that they think over and over and over again. And their beliefs, because your beliefs create your actions. So whatever you're believing is going to determine what your life's going to become.
Mark, I be taking shits on their heads because I'm a manifester. People know that. But I wrote a book called that, fool. So I'm at another level. That's how passionate about it I am. You motherfuckers say it. I wrote a book because of that. Man, you cats is sleeping behind me, bro. I'm gonna tell you. Just like, and I'm just telling you, fuck that. I'm gonna talk my shit. So look, I made a.
Tell him.
You cats are talking about picking up women. I wrote a whole fucking book about building rotations. The fuck, get off of me. Not a chapter. I didn't write a chapter about, this chapter is about online dating. No, I got a dating book, and I turned around and wrote a whole book about dating internationally, bro. You can't fuck with me, bro. You can't fuck with me.
Word. And talking about that, talking about international, people, a lot of times here in the States, all the places you've gone, they're in their bubble here. They don't realize there's a whole big world out there where people actually think differently than they think here, differently than they think in their neighborhood, differently than they think in their city. They really can't get a wide view of life until you travel and get out there in the world, which will give you a broader perspective of how life is. It's different just in state. From state to state, it's different.
Yep, because that guy who's watching this shit, and they like a hater, wait, and then they're like, oh, they talking shit. That's your baby mama right there. But you see how much, I'm not even going to look at my phone because I don't care about your baby mama because I'm doing the podcast. She can wait. Which phone does she hit me from? It don't matter.
You got 2 phones.
Yeah, it don't matter. I'll get to her later, if ever.
Yup. Yes, sir. Gotta not care at all.
Your daughter's gonna be like, that guy with that hat on talks so much fucking shit. That's right.
I'm sure she's heard more graphic than that, I know.
Yeah.
She don't know. Sometimes I can hear her talking in the room on her phone. So I know what.
You thought you was getting away with it.
She knows I'll be listening.
Facts.
Well,
That's
AV,
hilarious.
AV, what do you think one of the biggest problems is with men here in the U.S.?
You know, I think the biggest problem with men today
I got top 10.
in the world, but in the U.S., I think their lack of identity. I think, because we want to be accepted. I think we also want to be accepted by our peers, right? By our brothers, by our comrades, and we also want to be accepted by women, but it's different, right? Some guys are afraid to super chat or comment in our sections because they don't want to be perceived or to agree with something perhaps that I've said, or maybe something that Afi said, or maybe something you've said. They'll listen to us, but they won't acknowledge that they're listening to us unless it benefits them. So I think status, and I think the biggest problem is men want to be everybody else but themselves, because the fact of the matter is being themselves is fucking lame. Mm-hmm. So I think that's number one. Number two is when they come across a woman who needs leadership, who needs the fucking direction, when you're trying to be somebody else, she kind of reads through that. Because you got to remember, guys, women have a lot more experience. They may be lost and fucking delusional, but they have a lot more experience with dealing with men.
Yeah.
Right? So they can kind of read you, oh, he's a phony, he's a fucking lame, he's a mark, he's a dork, he's whatever, right? So the point is, I think the biggest problem with men is that they don't understand who they want to be. And I think there's so much information that I like what he says, I like his hat, I like his suit, I like his. So it's like they kind of don't know. They're afraid to try to become something that they were born to be. And we're all influenced by people and shit like that, but I think you got to be brave enough to be yourself and not give a fuck. We talked about this on the way over here.
Of course, yeah.
I talked to your son. I said, well, you sound like you know what you're doing. You got a good influence from your father. How do you deal with opinions? How do you fucking deal with criticism? And you said something great. If you don't mind repeating, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Just really with opinions, you got to have an open mind. You got to be, and not necessarily fully accepting everything everybody says,
Sure.
but just walking life and going throughout life with an open mind.
Right.
You can't be closed-minded if you're wanting to listen to different people's opinions. You're putting yourself in a situation where you're pretty much screwing yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You want to listen to other people's opinions, you have to be willing to be open and be able to listen to some of the stuff. Because you never know. The next guy, the random guy at the gas station could give you the best advice that you had ever received.
Right.
And for example, my whole 22 years of living. So open-minded. Just stay open-minded. Be willing to learn. And like you told me, you don't have to talk so much. You can just listen and you can learn.
You
Right.
seem like you from Oakland, bro.
Right. Well, watch
Yeah,
this,
this-
though.
yeah.
Watch this, Mark. He'll give you some flowers because he was singing your praises. He was like, my dad always told me, shut the fuck up. You got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a fucking reason. Listen.
I said that today to one of my other sons.
Right. But he heard that and he repeated that back to us. And I think it's important for guys to know that it's okay to listen to an OG, but it's also okay for an OG to listen to a young G.
I learn a lot from my boys.
Right. So at the end of the day, I think that's the biggest fucking problem. Guys don't want to fucking listen because they're too embarrassed because they're going to get clowned by their peers. Yeah. And number 2, they're too busy listening to women because they want to, in the hopes of trying to get laid. Little do they know they're not going to get laid and the woman's going to get fucking turned off. So that's one of the problems.
Yeah. Too many people are afraid. They're afraid of what everybody, they live their life worried about what other people are going to think instead of living the life they came here to live.
Right.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like you said, most people lack confidence enough to be able to be true to themselves, you know?
Right.
If you're not true to yourself and you don't respect yourself enough to be yourself, how do you expect anybody else to respect you?
Right. Wade, let me ask you, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
Wade, I want to ask you, man, because you've been a really big supporter of mine, man. It's a pleasure to meet you.
As well as mine.
Absolutely, man. This was awesome, right?
Love you guys.
You being in, behind the curtain, you know what I mean? You're not necessarily a content creator, but you've listened to a lot of this content. What are your thoughts on opinions, and what do you think guys, in your opinion, are missing today?
Well, I agree. Like you said, I don't think a lot of people or a lot of guys even know where they're or what they want. So you got to figure it out. I mean, I used to be that way a little bit, and then I've got some direction from each one of you guys watching your podcast. So it's really helped a lot. And yeah, you can't really give a fuck about what.
Right. You can't.
Because there's always going to be a critic and a hater.
While we on Wade, this is what I want to know. Oh, I want to know like 1, 2, 3 things. The first thing I want to know is what was your first interpretation of me, AV, and Mark? That's what I want to know from the rip.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Oh, he's
rip.
putting you on the
Come on,
spot,
he's
bro.
in the
And
hot
he's drinking
seat.
water. He's on the hot seat.
Because you talk to us now and shit, so you kind of know how we are. But I'm talking about just from the gate, like from the first one.
Yeah. So with you is through MLD's.
Shout out to
webinars.
MLD.
And I mean, you were smoking a cigarette, like getting loud,
Like he's doing now.
playing some rap music, and like
Being himself, not worried about what
What the
people
fuck
Right.
people
Yeah.
think?
Wait, I be telling these cats that even though my YouTube shit is fire, it ain't nothing like my webinar game, bro.
yeah, no.
The webinar shits, I didn't hit y'all for 5 hours, 7 hours, and still ain't even been gassed in because it's the energy, bro.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Yeah, it is.
2 hours is a long time for me.
But it's different when you get live engagement. So you get engagement in the comments, people say little shit, but when you're on the Zooms and stuff and you can hear the people say the shit,
yeah.
it's just better,
Right.
you know. So go ahead. You saw smoking cigarettes and what?
Just basically, yeah,
And you needed to see my receipts, huh? That's what you needed to see.
No, I didn't need to see your
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, it's energy. It's just definitely, after all the different webinars, then it came to you, it's like, bam, it was just.
It'd be weird to me.
It seemed to.
People be weird. Like AV's is a good looking cat. He got a fucking turtleneck on and he's buff. So like, if I was a genuine listener, I don't have to see him with hoes. I could just tell. Like, look at his sweater, bro.
He got motion. He got
I'm
motion.
fucking turning red over here.
Look at his sweater,
You got a
bro.
black man blushing over here.
If you ain't got hoes, that means you got zero game. You got, not even one. You got to be negative.
I do all right.
You got to be out of there.
Yeah, I do all right. But anyway, go ahead, Wade. Go ahead, man.
Continue.
Then next with AB, I got him through Thor's Dragon Ship, or was through those webinars, and it was last December actually when
Yeah.
you were on there. And
You found him that late?
Yeah. Thor gave me an opportunity to go on there, man. Yeah, definitely. That's when we first met.
yeah, so then
Shout out to
listen
Thor,
to him
too.
there.
Thor's a good brother. That's
Yeah,
not bad.
that's my dude,
That's a good
Thor.
fucking
Shout out to
guy
Thor.
right there.
Yeah, after I listened to you there, then I was like, okay, got on the channel.
Appreciate
been
you.
watching ever since.
Yeah,
It's been
man.
about a year now. So
Yeah, man.
I mean, very precise,
Appreciate
to the
you.
point. I mean, totally different style than like Offie, but
Yeah.
same precision. of
Just
material.
pause right there. Ain't it a trip how, even though if like we're considered like red pill guys or whatever, how we're so different, but people put us in the same box.
Yeah.
Like I don't be liking that shit, bro. Like rest in peace, R.
ARC.
That just shows how much right there. Right.
Right.
him.
Right.
But people be like, yeah, that's my top 5. You, RP, I mean, ARC, somebody, and you, bro. My shit ain't nothing like him, bro. How we in the same list, bro?
Yeah.
God damn, bro. Just because we both like women, you gotta throw us in there. I ain't talk. Now I be on here motivating cats, making cats want to change their life and write books. You don't put me with a cat that's teaching you how to be aggressive with hoes, bro. Fuck that shit, bro. I mean, fuck
Real
that.
deal. Real deal.
Yeah, man.
Real spill.
Then with Mark, I got him through MLD's webinars too, and then I found out. Well, you said you're from St. Louis. I was like, whoa, yeah. So and then with
Midwest.
the stuff you were talking about on there, like kind of the same background as far as you used to run wild, do drugs, and drink. I mean,
You heard me, yeah.
Don't be saying
Guilty. Yeah, don't say too much. The camera's watching, but yeah. Bobby Brown. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, bro.
yeah, that got my attention because that's the kind of lifestyle I did many years and ended up in legal trouble and got laid down for a minute. So, yeah,
can't believe it.
Sat
That
your
could
ass
never
down. Yeah.
yeah, they straightened me out, they broke me.
Good, man.
So yeah, I mean, I can relate with that, and I've been watching him since I found probably since last spring. So I think around May maybe. And
Yeah,
I
man.
mean, but y'all got. I mean, when it comes down to it, it's pretty much the exact same message, just different styles,
Right.
and different forms, but I can relate to it all. And
We
I mean,
appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, man. And let me say this too. When I had the pleasure of interviewing Mark, you know, I found you through Afi. And I saw, you know, he was talking about you and shit. I'm like, ooh, what the fuck you talking about, bro? And then he was like, yo, I think, you know what I mean? I think you guys will have some good chemistry. Because Afi's a planner. For those of you guys who don't know, he's a little mastermind. Yeah, he's got 30 books. He's a fucking genius, etc. That kind of gets boring, right? But like, he's a planner. So I was like, all right, bet. Let me see. And when I did the show with you, 101 with Mark Daniels, it was one of the most insightful shows. Not because I'm at your fucking table, but because you're a seasoned man, you're well-rounded, and you know, you're a good example. And it's something that's really important. It's rare to see. A man with his kids speak highly of him. Everybody's here. He does the right thing. And, you know, even though you made some mistakes. And
He wears suede pimp shoes.
he's got some crazy shoes on right now. So it was a no-brainer for me to have you on my platform. And for me, 6 months later, to be in your house, man, welcoming me, man, it's an awesome feeling. I think this is part of history because this is going to last way longer than us. This is going to be for him, your grandkids, them. So I think it's really important for us to continue these type of conversations and really just show people that, you know, although we're all individuals and we're all different, we all have a common goal and we all can learn from each other. So
Yeah, before we keep going,
Great to have you guys here.
I can't help but to say a round of applause to my dad, man. I mean, it just every
That's a
single
fact.
time.
That's
It
a-
just makes it happen every single time.
I'm the big head. I won't be able to get out of here. With this. Keep it coming.
No,
I take as much as I can get.
always makes it happen. I'm glad to have such a incredible role model in my
For
life.
sure, for sure.
I couldn't be more grateful. You know, both mom and dad, but you've done
sure.
the most amazing job. I couldn't imagine doing it myself. You know,
that's what's up.
but yeah, for sure.
So, Affy, why did you get into this content creation? Whatever inspired you to do that? To start making YouTube videos? Or I mean, I know you like to write. You
Let
probably
me take a shot first.
okay.
Yeah,
Cheers.
give him salute. So
Where the
yeah,
haters at? Where the haters at? Because I'm about to take
We got any haters in the chat there? I don't know.
No, we actually got some
We
questions
ain't
in the
got
chat and
haters in the
everything.
chat.
Actually,
We gonna get haters on the playback. I'm gonna take a dump in your face.
cheers, everybody.
let's go.
So when I first started, when I first started listening, it was around 2017, and shout out to AMS. Like, hopefully I meet him when I go to Atlanta. Like, people always base it like, who's your favorite or who has the best game and all of that, and I always say AMS is my big bro and my GOAT because it's not what he taught me, it's what he influenced me to be. He's not the first person I've seen on the mic, but something about him showed me that I can do it too,
Right.
you know? And if I wouldn't have seen him, I literally wouldn't be right here.
Right.
I'd be fucking, what is it, Saturday? I'd be probably watching Netflix, laid up with some random ass bitch.
Right.
And then
20
being like,
rotation.
yeah, you know, and be smoking weed with her and watching Netflix and being like, oh, fuck, Monday. That's what would be going on. So something about him said, I can do it too. Because before I seen him, I seen dating coaches and I seen people, and they all seem like characters to me. They all seem like, okay, hey guys, this is how you get the girls. Hey guys, this is how you reattract. Hey
Almost
guys,
scripted.
this is how you get your ex back. Hey, it was that kind of fucking shit. And then I seen AMS saying, they're all sluts. Kick these bitches to the side of the road. I was like, who the fuck is this guy saying this shit? And I'm like, oh shit, this is, you can talk like that on YouTube? Wow, okay, okay. I could tell he really. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't be having no discernment. I can tell AMS had hoes. I'm not gonna ask AMS. Well, you talk a good game. Let me see your receipts. I can tell. He ain't gotta show me shit. I do it, so I know it. You know what I mean? I don't have to see it. You know what I mean? So something about him said I can do it too, and then that literally changed my life because from that, even then, like writing the books. I could have if I wasn't doing the content, I wouldn't have wrote 30 books. Right. Do I have the ideas? Yeah, but I wouldn't have got the feedback for the ideas, and I wouldn't have got the motivation. I would have just been a regular cat like these regular guys, and I could self-publish and let me just do it. You know, write a fucking book, get 10 fucking reviews, and my mama said, "Good, you did it," and all of that shit. But when I drop a book and I got motherfuckers from Australia and Japan and Africa saying I'm fire, and then they show me they're fucking highlighting my books like it's fucking real literature and shit. It does something to you, bro.
That's a lot of fulfillment.
It does something to you, bro.
I know you've gotten results with that for sure. Your book, every time I read your book coming back home, oh man, I just can't help but take notes every single time. Every time. It's great.
Well, it's something you leave too, Alfie. It's something that's going to live longer than you live.
Forever, bro. Yeah. And I used to always go back and forth about having kids, and it's like, well, now my shit lives forever, bro. And I didn't realize, I'm not being cocky, but I didn't realize I was that good because I was used to myself.
Right.
Yeah.
I was used to myself.
Right.
You know, like how the people be saying these numbers and shit. I was smashing 100 women a year, and it wasn't even really a thing to me. It wasn't to compete with dating coaches. It's just like, well, shit. I mean, I'm every single day I'm meeting 4 or 5 women, whether it's combination online, in the streets, coming home. So how hard is it for me to smash 2 of those per week? And that ended up being a number, and I'm like, oh, well, that is. I guess I would make 100, and so it wasn't really a big deal to me, but it just, okay, well, cool. So then I just kind of got used to that, and then it's just trippy, and it just became my lifestyle. So when I started doing YouTube, I remember the first consultation I had was with Ron Wills, and I hit him up, consultation. And then I hit him up, and I'm like, and then he hit me back, and then so we talked, and then I guess most guys hit him up about like how to get this girl, how to get that girl, and when I hit him, I told him that I really want to be a author, but I got all these bitches, and I don't know how to like, I'm accustomed to my lifestyle. I don't know how to like. Draw the line. I don't know how to manage it. You know what I'm saying? And the 20 wasn't the number because it could be 5, it could be 3. It doesn't really matter. It's the fact that I had a travel balance in it. And then we talked, and I remember he was just like, "Man, you don't need no advice. You can hit me up anytime." And he was a author that I respected. And then like I got a book over there. He wrote the fucking shit, bro, for my Ford. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. You got a guy who you pay. And you hit up for advice. And fast forward, because Ron Wills, when you thought I was gonna write them books, you know I had this much heat. You can't lie. You can't say you don't expect people to have 30 heats. I'm sitting on more books than people have, bro. Just like RARC. You know AVI gotta do it. We ain't gotta talk.
Go ahead.
Just like you, ARC, you can't respond to this one, nigga.
Respectfully.
But fuck that though. Fuck that, because he came at me crazy multiple times, bro. So fuck that. We gonna take it there. Just because you older and you died and shit don't mean that I got to be fake on camera. No, you came at me crazy a few fucking times, bro. And that's karma, bro. I'm not just saying you deserve to die, but that's the type of shit, bro. When you are older, bro, you supposed to put the young cats on, bro.
Facts.
And when you don't, you fucking pay for it. You ain't got to pay for it for death, but I'm just saying, bro. I ain't gonna say that's what you get, but that's what you get, bro. Because you're not paying it forward, bro. Because guess what? I pay it forward. I talk to young cats all day for free. I don't understand this type of language. You know what I'm saying? You know, you you want to like structure people's questions and shit like that, bro. I know what the fuck I'm doing, bro. Death or no death, bro. It's all about integrity, bro. It's all about what you put in the universe is gonna come back. I didn't want the cat to die. But you wasn't keeping it 100, bro. Your ego was fucked up, bro. And it was too self-centered. And I'm not saying that and that's what happened and that's why that happened, bro. But it's a part of it, bro. People don't understand. You do fucked up shit, it's gonna come around to you later, bro. You gotta keep your fucking ego in check.
Yep.
You know? And I know some people listening to this is gonna be like, nah, I'm harsh. No, I'm not harsh. I'm fucking real, bro. And I'm saying the shit that y'all think and y'all scared to say. So I'm your prophet because I'm gonna say the shit that y'all don't want to say. You gotta keep it 100, bro. And if you are in a position and you are OG, it's your job to put people on or mentor cats. Yeah. That's your fucking job. Your job ain't to stroke your own fucking dick, bro. And if you are OG and you stroke your own fucking dick, guess what? Shit's gonna happen.
Word.
That's a fact.
Word.
No
cap.
disrespect.
No cap.
Yeah, 30 years ago when my life went to shit, or 32 years ago, I had a mentor and I was talking to him and I went over there and of course I couldn't get over my old girlfriend. That's part of the reason
They ain't gonna like it. That's the truth though, bro.
Got in there and he said, write her a letter. So I wrote a letter and he said, get that shovel. And he took me out the garden and made me dig a hole and bury it in there. And
Nice.
he looked at me and he said, you feel better now, don't you? I said, yeah. He said, well, when you get big and strong like me, he said, you're going to pass this on just like I'm passing on to you.
Yeah,
and it
bro.
was passed on to me. So I always remember
awesome.
that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because that shit that happened just happened to be happened. If that didn't happen, I still feel the same way. Just like, bro, like what the fuck, bro? I'm a young cat. I do the same shit you do. I wrote 30 fucking books in 2 years, less than you, bro. I'm supposed to be your best friend. You're supposed to look at me like this young cat is fire, bro. This young cat is making a difference. Right? But that ain't how you seen shit. You wanna act like this and act like that and be all like that, bro. You see? You gotta get out of your ego, bro. A lot of you guys who listen to this shit, the ego is gonna be the death of you.
And it's hard to keep, a lot of times people start getting some notoriety, they get a lot of
Yeah, bro.
It's tough. That ego, you really got to keep that in check. It'll put
That's a
you in
good. That's a good
spot,
segue.
yeah.
That's a good segue because we talk about red pill, we talk about alphas, we talk about
I ain't fake, bro. I know it sound bad, but I'm
No.
not no fake ass fucking guy,
I
bro.
know behind the scenes.
I ain't gonna be like, oh yeah, he was the greatest. And
Nah.
fuck all
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah,
He ain't help me do shit. He ain't put me in position. He ain't help me with nothing. He ain't say, hey brother, you doing your thing. You an author. Let me help you. That's what you was supposed to do, bro. I got that shit from somewhere else, bro. So that's what I'm saying.
That's a fact.
It's karma, my bro.
I know behind the scenes. That's a big fact. But that's a good segue. I think it's important for us to talk about to your audience as well. Ego. Being a man, being an alpha, right? Because we talk about alpha and shit, frame, shit like that. I think ego is important, but I think it takes a seasoned man to know when to turn it on and off, right? Like, so for instance, right? We talk about women, submission and shit like that. Submission is a choice, right? I think women submit to men when it benefits them, but it's got to benefit them.
Yeah, bro.
You can't have a fucking six-pack and shit and make a lot of money for a bitch to submit to you. She's going to submit to you when she wants that bag when it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
When she wants to fucking move into the house and shit like that. But then when she gets the house, she gets all the things that she wants. She's no longer submitting. This is where Afi comes in, right? We talk about inner game. We talk about dominance mindset. We talk about power, right? We talk about mindset. So ego is extremely important, but society wants you to not have a fucking ego. What's your fucking, he thinks he's all that because he wrote 30 books. Meanwhile and shit, you're not commenting on the shit that I did. Wade thinks he's all that because he's fucking sober now. He's not partying with us anymore. He thinks he's all that because he performs at clubs. He thinks he's all that because he's doing a podcast. Like, that's not how you empower people. I mean, when we talk about opinions and shit like that, I think it's important. It's an important message that you said about being an OG, being the proof, mentoring people. Because a lot of times, a lot of us older guys are going to die soon. Kevin Samuels passed unexpectedly. ARC passed unexpectedly. They died with a lot of wisdom that went to waste because they didn't share it. Mm-hmm. They were stroking their own fucking dicks.
Yeah, bro.
Now, you guys, I'm going to shock you guys, but Afi's a cocky bastard.
No.
I hate to break the fucking internet, but he's a cocky bastard. He's got a nice smile and
I'm
shit.
shocked.
You're shocked. He's a nice guy. He's a cocky fuck. Newsflash, I'm a cocky fuck too. I've said this on my show all the time. I thought you were an asshole, AV. I am a fucking asshole, but I'm a nice guy. I'm a good guy. I'm not a nice guy. I'm a good guy.
Good guy. Word.
Right? So I don't have a lot. You know, Afi has a energy where people gravitate to him. He's like a bartender. People will just gravitate. He's like Isaac from Love Boat. You remember that? Love Boat, Isaac from Love Boat. They just come in and tell him about his fucking problems and shit. Me, they're looking at me like, is this guy gonna fucking rob me? But I say that to say, the real ones recognize, right? I'm sure Mark can be a little rough around the edges too. I'm sure he can be confident. He's lived a good life. To circle it all back, ego is extremely important to have, but it's important to know when to turn it on and off. If you're a trained fighter, you're gonna avoid a fucking fight because A, I'm not going to fucking jail, and B, I might fucking kill you because you're a trained fighter.
Right.
We talked about it in the car. The loudest man in the room is usually the weakest person in the room. So I think it's important for us to have an ego, but know when to use it.
Yeah.
You can have a gun, but if you're not fucking licensed, don't go to the fucking range.
Exactly.
You know what you're doing.
And hold up, and real too, and
Go
be
ahead.
true to yourself because I'm not doing this because guess what? That'll get me some views. I'm not gonna act like, oh, that was my go-to. I'm not about to make no videos and be like, oh, y'all remember the time? We ain't got no fucking times. We had a fucking time that didn't end up not being a time. So now that he gone, I'm about to get on here and be like, oh yeah, he was so good and
Right.
fuck all that shit,
Right,
bro.
right.
That wasn't my experience.
Right. You're
So
right.
you know,
That's a fact.
I seen the red flags before everything.
Yeah, and that's a
Fuck
fact.
that shit,
that happened
bro.
behind the scenes, but
Well,
I
a
say-
question, my bad. cut
No,
you off, but
please.
a question for you guys: where do you guys personally draw the line between being confident and having an ego that's blowing your head up the size of the earth?
Good fucking
That's a
question,
great
bro.
question.
For me, bro, I look at it like this. You know, especially hitting the 40 club. I'm too old to be pretending, bro. Either you fucking like me or you don't.
Word.
If I was 21 starting this podcast shit, I'd be on here telling y'all everything y'all want to hear.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Man, I'm old as fuck, bro. I ain't got time for that shit. I want to travel and make money. I'll be my fucking self, bro.
Now-
Y'all want the old hoes? Buy the old fucking albums, bro. That shit's already passed, bro.
now
Fuck
watch
that.
this. I said this shit to Afi all the time. Now we all know I'm here because of Afi. Afi's usually the common denominator. Everybody likes Afi and shit. He's the positive brother.
They like me, but they hate me. too.
Fine, but hold that thought. I told Afi behind the corner, I'm gonna say it on camera and shit. We all respect or tolerate each other because of you. We don't all have to like each other. We don't all have to get along. Everybody's quote unquote Afi's friend, but not everybody's my friend, right?
Yeah.
So I say that to say, when do you draw the line between confidence and ego? My confidence is keeping me going. I got 1.6K goddamn subscribers. I should be at fucking at least 5K.
Word.
And you got these fucking nerds on here. I was about to say that ain't talking about shit, but they literally.
Watching a video, but that's another conversation. Ego is extreme. Confidence is extremely important because confidence will help you weather the storm. Confidence will
course.
allow you to keep going when your mom, your siblings, your friends don't support you. What the fuck is wrong with AV? You think you're all that? You're doing a fucking podcast at 50 years old. You need to go back to fucking work. So confidence keeps me going. Now
Key.
the ego is important. The ego is, for me, is the carrot that I'm dangling in front of myself. That carrot that I'm chasing for, that dream when I can fucking stunt and do whatever the fuck I want. That's my ego talking. But I'm always humbled because, again, I listen to 22-year-olds. I listen to OGs. I get humbled. I don't allow myself to get too far up because I've been there. When inflation wasn't that hard and shit, I was making decent money. And then I lost it. So my ego, I have my own barometer, my own radar, where I try not to get too comfortable, too happy, too content, because I've always realized when I'm too happy, something's about to fucking happen. And that comes with time, right? And it comes with time. You talked about it. Winning and losing. The difference between winners and losers is a loser being able to get out of that shit and get up to bat to win again, to swing again. So I think it's very important for us to have an ego and confidence. But for me, confidence is the will and drive to keep going. My ego is what I'm striving for, to be that fucking
to be that
that guy you guys think I fucking am, and I am, but I just want to get there. So
for sure, yeah. And I mean, like you said, confidence is probably one of the most important things that I've realized that you need to have as a man.
Right.
Not only does it really get your foot in the door, but it lets you step both of your feet and plant it in the room that you're walking into. You know, one of the things is, when you walk into a room, are you shaking the room? You know, are you? You know what I mean?
Right.
Most people go in there and immediately, like, for example, people my age go to a party, club, something, and they're just standing there like this, you know, just
holding up the wall.
Right. It's like, okay, what are you doing, man? Like, I'm here to turn up. I'm here to drink.
Right.
You know, I'm here to see some ass getting shaken. You know, whatever. You know, so really, there's like, it's mainly with guys out my age right now. There's just like that divide on whether if they're actually confident or if they're pretending to be confident. And like you said, you can tell. If he's sitting up against the wall, just standing there like that, is he truly confident?
Right.
You know what I mean? Is he truly confident? In a situation like that, you got to kind of be able to loosen up. You know what I mean? Now, granted, always be,
If
looking.
If you don't believe in yourself,
Exactly.
nobody else is going to.
And the same thing like with respect. If you don't respect yourself, if you're not confident within yourself, how do you expect anybody else to believe you or be confident with you?
Right.
You know, I'm the one out of my friend group. All of my friends, they all look up to me because I'm
That's
the
what's
one. I'm the first one walking in the room. Anytime if there's any sort of danger, I'm the first one walking in. I'm making sure.
First one, last to leave.
Yep, exactly.
That's what it is.
So
Heavy lies the crown, bro. And you get that
Exactly.
from the legacy right there. And that's awesome. To
Yeah,
see.
of course. But like I said, you know, most people, a lot of guys my age lack confidence.
Yeah.
Confidence.
I
real
feel
confidence.
like if you are OG in the game and you're not putting people on, you're a piece of shit.
That's a fact.
So you cats who think I'm talking about you, maybe I am talking about you. Because you're a piece of shit, bro. Because I put my shit on. I mean, goddamn it, I'm a fucking school teacher, so I put people on all fucking day, bro. So I can't relate to you guys. You just see me out here swimming and shit. So so you see me out here swimming and shit, and I'm trying to stay above water. You just gonna wait till I pop to get on my dick? Fuck you.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. One of the things is, like you said, you know, it's the responsibility as a man and, you know, as an OG to put everybody on. You know, like, you know, your young cats on. You know, not necessarily everybody, because not everybody deserves to be put on.
Not everybody wants it.
So
Not everybody wants to.
You know what I mean? Like,
Boom.
you know, I mean, really.
That's a fact.
That's why I
gotta
got $250 books, bro, because it ain't for everybody.
Exactly.
Let's go.
It's not for everybody, you
I
know.
don't
So
want
it's really exactly like you said. It's the job to put them on. Like me personally, that's where if I ever got some bullshit going on, man, the first person I come to is my dad or my OG.
what's up.
I have to, like, who, you know, how do I look asking somebody else my age going through the same thing at the
go.
same time?
That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call dad. You know, I'm gonna dial his number. Hey, dad, I got the situation going on. I'll send a voice message, whatever I need to do. But the main person,
Check in.
Exactly. You have to. You know, like, and I'd suggest to a lot of young guys. You know, I don't want to be a fucking friend with old man. Man, that old man's gonna make you rich and successful. I mean, he really will. You know, it's just all about the information. Now, granted, there's old people out there who just ain't shit. You know what I mean? Granted, but that's the thing that I do personally when I'm down, when I got something going on. You know, even today, something happened to me this morning.
Sure.
The first person I told was my dad.
That's what's
You
up.
know, I'm like, Dad, I got this going on. This first suggest get out. You know, it's not what I wanted to hear. It's not what I want to hear. But I'm like, you know what? At the end of the day, I'm like, fuck, he's right.
There is an awesome line in the movie Boiler Room where he's having dinner with lunch with Seth, his son, and then he says, "I'm not your friend, Seth. That's your mother's racket. I'm gonna tell you when you fucking do wrong." And that's the shit, you know. A lot of guys don't have kids, but this dynamic also applies to women, right? You don't always want to hear. He doesn't always want to hear what you have to say, but you're gonna tell him.
Right.
Women don't always want to hear what they need to hear. They rather talk to their single mothers. They're toxic friends. They rather watch Love and fucking Hip Hop, whatever, right? Because it is a fantasy for them. But at the end of the day, we all know. So now, granted, being these guys aware is not going to get you a lot of hoes because a lot of hoes don't want to deal with us. But at the same time, it's all about quality versus quantity. And again, younger guys may not necessarily see it that way, but I can assure you, you guys hopefully will get to our ages. It's all about being true to yourself. And there's no fucking better plan like it. Yo, I told this to Afi without getting too personal. COVID, right? Pandemic gave me a second chance at doing a lot of shit that I was not able to do because I was always outside. Distracted, hoes, drugs, chilling. I was the popular guy. And then I was forced to sit down. It's kind of like if you get jammed up, you get locked up. Yeah. You're forced to sit the fuck down. Then you got to reflect. You're doing fucking push-ups. You got to reflect. Damn.
Looking at a wall.
Right. I was forced to do that. Thankfully, I was able to kind of help build my brand with his help. And now I'm here. Here I am in fucking Missouri. Fucking doing my thing, right? Missouri, boy. Right? So I say that to say, you know, like you said, man, like everything that we've been discussing today.
We cracked a case that 2 years ago that y'all just now figured out.
Facts. So my point is, man, you know, at the end of the day, it's all about being true to yourself. And 62, 48, 41, 40s, 22, 48, never too late. Wade Emery. At the end of the day, man, you know, it's all about constantly looking to find yourself. And, you know, you ever see those guys at Walmart, you know, they want to fucking look at your receipt.
Oh, yeah.
They're older guys and shit. And I feel for them, man, because I'm 48 years old. And, you know, sometimes I used to give them an attitude, but now I've come to a place.
Word.
I'm like, here, I'll give it to you, bro.
And you know why? Because those guys still want purpose.
Yeah.
Precisely. Word. That was my point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Their job.
Right.
Because y'all looking at it like, oh, these motherfuckers making $7 an hour or whatever minimum wages. I don't know.
Right.
20. I don't know what it is.
Right.
15. But
Right.
they, when they were younger, they were giving out to the community. And now that they got older, maybe people don't value their opinions as much. So they want to be in the position where they just want to feel needed.
Yeah. That's a good point to segue to something that I'm sure you guys have talked about, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Let's briefly touch on that because Tom Brady, Giselle's got him for the rest of her fucking life.
Yeah.
He's 45 fucking years old. Can I have one more fucking ring, Giselle?
One more.
Purpose, right? A lot of people, when they retire, they die faster.
Yeah.
If you got a long-term relationship, your spouse dies, you know what, I'm going to leave too. No more purpose. Men need purpose. It's important for men to give women their purpose.
Word.
Right? If you have a mother, you birthed my child, that is part of your purpose. I got to keep giving you a purpose. So being a man is fucking hard.
Yeah.
We don't want a pity party, but we want to know and remind ourselves that it's so fucking hard. We're not going to take shit. I'm not going to allow you to diminish what we have to put up with to be a man because you need us. We know that you need us. And I got to be the best version of myself so I can be the best version for you people.
Of course. And like exactly like you said right there, you know, it's really a confusing time. And really, like I said, one of the questions that I would have is, you know, for me personally, you know, the first couple of years I had a hard time listening to my dad. You know, I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody who's I don't know anybody who's their dad's first son and was, okay, I'll do exactly that. How would you guys suggest for somebody my age, shit, even younger, you know, on finding themselves truly? And I'm not saying like, oh, you think you like doing this and you think you like. How would you suggest to somebody my age
purpose?
Looking for your purpose?
I
got something too, but
and to see how, like, you know, like you said, your purpose. Your purpose and stuff.
You want to find people who either doing the things you want to do or living the life you want to live. That's what you want to do. Because when people are not living the life you want to live or doing what you want to do, you don't want to listen to them.
Right, of course. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, when you find those people, you want to kind of listen to them because even you can listen to Mark's stories. See, I listen to Mark's stories you listen to Dad's story.
That's different.
I am sauce.
Where's the Don DeMarco? Yeah, where's that button
That's
and
the
shit?
difference,
Oh,
bro.
man.
So that's what y'all be fucking up on, bro.
Yeah.
And so the thing is when you listen to Dad's stories, you listen to the tight parts, but you also getting to hear the fucked up parts and the mistakes, and then you can correct. I call it a self check. You can self check your shit, bro, and make it for a better. It's the same way like LeBron and Michael Jordan. Like, you know, LeBron and Michael Jordan, they're both considered the greatest, but LeBron is an evolved version of Michael Jordan.
Word.
Because he could do all the shit Michael Jordan does, but he's bigger, faster, and stronger. This shit evolved. This is the same way as, you know, it started off as AOL, then MySpace, then Facebook. It evolves, bro. So this shit is always gonna change, and you gotta keep up with it, and you gotta understand that. Well, you gotta know what you want. You have to understand what you want to know what to look for to receive.
Right.
And a lot of you guys don't even know what you want.
They don't know what they want.
Well, they want pussy. Well, they know they want that, but other than that, they don't know what they want.
Yeah.
I be coaching cats, bro, and I be asking them. They be like, "Oh, this girl did this, she did that." That's the simp language. Simp language. I ask them, "What do you want to do in life?" I don't know. Well, how the fuck you gonna lead a woman? You don't even know what the fuck you want.
Man.
Well, watch this though. Let me piggyback on what you said too. How do you encourage somebody your age or even younger to find themselves? You know, if you're fortunate enough to have a father in your life, Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
if he is a man,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of fathers in present that ain't shit, right?
Yeah.
Let's start there, but that's something else. I will say this. I think it's important, and I think I said this analogy in the car. You know, if you're a parent and you know better, but your kid, you know, it's kind of like if you have a daughter, you tell her, don't do this shit, she's gonna fucking do it.
Yeah.
Don't touch the fucking stove, Amy, she's gonna fucking touch the stove. She's gonna sneak out and shit like that. So if you're a parent or you're trying to mentor someone, let them know, but also be close by, right? So if they want to climb up the tree, you know, they're going to climb up the tree. Don't be the parent that discourages them from climbing up the tree. Be the parent that's going to be underneath the tree if they fucking fall.
Man.
Because there's more lessons when they fucking fall, but you're there to catch them
Yeah.
because then you build trust.
Yeah.
See, kids, women, you guys in the fucking chat, don't believe us because you need to see us in a fucking Lambo. You need to see me with a fucking watch. You need to see, and no shots, but you need to see me. You need to see my receipts.
It still might not know shit.
Yeah.
That's the whole fact. So my point is, when you build trust with your child, you do that a couple of fucking times, they're gonna think twice and be like, yo, my dad told me not to do that. Let me fucking second guess. When you build trust with a woman, right? Because women want to feel secure, they want to be provided for. When you build trust and she knows that, yeah, she's gonna fuck up, but you're gonna be there, and then you're gonna reprimand her because you fucking told it. Didn't I fucking tell you not to go there? She's gonna trust that. So in order for people to find their way, they have to learn and they got to burn and they got to put their hand on the fucking stove. It is our job as OGs, parents, mentors to be there because fear is nothing to fear but fear itself, right? And society is already instilling fear in us men.
24/7.
And it's not our job to go with society. It is our job to kind of dissect what they're trying to make you scared of and let you know it is scary, but I'm going to fucking be with you. I'm going to be right by your fucking side. Don't say nothing. Call your father. Don't talk to don't talk. Just shut up and call me. I'm going to be right there. So I think it's important for OGs, mentors, parents, fathers, leaders, relationships. Be that man. Hold your fucking nuts. Pick up your skirt. Grab your nuts. It's okay because society's going to tell you something else, but we know deep down. See, the problem with men is that we want to be heard. We want everyone to see what we know, but nobody's going to see it. So we just have to be comfortable with what we fucking know.
See,
Do and be what we fucking know, and then
that's
we'll
the
grow it
frequency.
right there.
Because I was about to say that. You see, these cats want to be teachers before students.
Yeah.
Boom.
And it takes a certain type of person to be a student.
Right.
And you know, and it takes a certain type of person to be a teacher.
Boom.
It really does.
See?
Every single time.
More truth is caught than taught.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, come on, son.
That's why you
Keep
guys.
going.
That's why you guys are here because I listen to what you say and I can tell you've done that, and I've done
Been there,
that, so I
yeah.
know what you're saying is
Right.
true.
You could just tell we fuck more hoes than these data coaches. I get it.
Hey, whoa. Easy killer.
No, but I mean, you got to think about it. Yeah, that's true. Like, especially like you said, you've told me multiple times. It's almost like women have a fucking sixth sense.
Facts.
If you're
Oh, yeah.
bullshitting,
Their intuition
that
is
energy,
sharp.
I've seen it happen. I've seen some of my homeboys like, oh, we do this, we do that. You know, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I guess that's what we do. And you can see the girl, she's disinterested. But once we start really being true and telling them about the shit we really do and how we really move, all of a sudden they want to be around us every fucking day. You know,
It's also too like in a club, for instance, in a bar and shit. Like, let's say, for instance, you're not chasing hoes, and you guys you're in the VIP, you're just having a good time. No hoes in the section. Y'all laughing, y'all popping bottles. Bitches are like,
they get interested.
what are they doing? And then they start to gravitate and fix their twirl their fucking hair
Yeah.
because you're the life of the party. You're not paying attention to them. They must got something going on over there. So to say this, man, guys, listen, man, we really do hold the power. It's hard because everyone's telling us that we fucking don't. But when you really know yourself, it starts with yourself. Then that energy goes to Wade, then it goes to you, then it goes to you, then it goes to you. Now we got fucking 5 guys saying the same shit, then we are forced to be reckoned with to listen. And I think it's very important for guys, one man at a time, for us to really understand. Listen, we don't all have to like each other. We don't all have to agree, but we all should have a common goal.
Word.
Let's all be fucking men. And that way we can change and be the change that we want to fucking see. You're not going to fucking change abroad. Respectfully, you're not gonna fucking change your bro by just spitting game and shit like that. You gotta be that dude, bro. You can't repeat what Mark said. You can't read a book from Afi and think that you're gonna run shit because then you're gonna be like, this doesn't work.
And you gotta know what you want too, because when you know what you want, you search better.
That's probably more. That's probably more important. That's more important than anything else, man. Knowing what you want. But when it comes to people my age, even myself, sometimes to this day, we don't know what the fuck we really want.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like
Shit,
we
me
have an
too.
idea. We have an idea. I have an idea of what I want.
Sure.
But you know what I mean? Until I get, live a couple more years and go through a little bit more bullshit, I won't really truly know what the fuck I want.
But watch this. You're not gonna know what you want till you not know what you don't want.
Facts.
That's true.
I know what the fuck I don't want.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
So now you're narrowing down what the fuck you do want.
Yeah, what
Write
you
that
doing.
down on one list and then put on the opposite.
Right.
There you go.
Yep,
There you
exactly.
go.
Everybody knows.
Exactly.
You ask. I'm sure you guys have talked to people, and they'll call you up. And you say, "What kind of woman do you want?" They start listing everything they don't want.
Right.
They don't never talk about what
Right.
they do want.
That's kind of like saying when you say, what do you want to be? I just want to be happy. What does that mean? They can't even fucking
Right,
answer it.
exactly.
Same shit.
And then most people will try to, I want to be happy. What does that mean to you? They try to put it in a materialistic kind of way.
Right.
It's like whenever, it don't matter. Like my dad's told me, you could have $1 million, $2 million, cars,
Listen, bro.
houses, all this, and not be happy. And just,
Happiness for a man, I believe, comes from fulfillment, from writing books, from pursuing your
From
purpose.
working.
And it's not when you get there. People think success is when you get there.
Yeah.
But I like Earl Nightingale's success. He says, success is the progressive realization of a worthy goal.
it's the process.
It's moving in that direction.
Let me say this, Mark. Just a few days ago, and this is a good point too. Just about knowing what you want. So I was just fucking around, and I said that I got engaged, and I got so much positive.
I didn't buy it.
I was disappointed in my bros, bro.
I seen it, man.
I was disappointed in my bros. I was disappointed in certain people hitting me up like, "Oh yeah, da 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 da." The dudes want to kick me Dodge all of a sudden and shit like that.
Wow.
Like, bro,
Congratulations.
I was just joking. I mean, no, I got heartfelt messages like, "Oh, like yeah, man, I know you was talking this bullshit, and yeah, you just wasn't dealing with the right women." Whole time I'm fucking around, so it don't even match, and it's just like, damn, like how are you so proud of something that I'm not even proud of? I don't want to be married. You
my
know what I'm
God.
saying? So the point is
My God.
you guys in the universe, you got to realize that we're built different. We're built from our experiences, bro, because my experiences are different than yours. So everybody's final moment isn't, I got the money, I got the car, I got the jewelry, now where's the girl? That's your shit.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said
That's
that.
your
shit.
shit. I'm not looking for the girl now. Still, I got the money, the cars, and I'm not looking for the girl to make me complete. I'm complete already. She's just adding bonus to my shit to a complete fucking man, and she's gonna give me more cooperation because she is adding to a complete fucking man because she don't know what a complete. She's not used to a complete man. She's used to a man being like, oh yeah, you my other half. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was doing it now, and now I feel complete.
My
and
soulmate.
And then when you lose, I'm back to 50 and shit. Fuck.
I'm glad you said that because I always talk about this on my show too. Masculinity is not a one size fits all. There are some non-negotiables, right? But there's certain things that Afi can do that you guys will never be able to fucking do. And you got to get over it. Yeah. Some things Mark can do, some things that I can do, some things that Wade can do, some things that you can do.
Of course.
So
I called your bitch a bitch. She called me daddy. So you don't even know how to do that with your own bitch.
Right.
You call your bitch a bitch. She want to break up with you. I call your bitch a bitch. She want to have sex with me. So there we go. Case closed.
that's
haters.
a whole fact. So my point is, right. So it's all about knowing yourself, and it's all about realizing. Listen, the content. We are in an age where we read encyclopedias and shit. We had to really talk to people to get information. Information is so readily available now. You guys are at an advantage, but you guys don't realize it because you were born into it, right?
Yeah, of
so
course.
fine.
Of course.
We've come to terms with that. The bottom line is this. Masculinity, being an alpha, is debatable in the sense where whatever makes you happy, fulfilled in your household should be ample. There's not a blanket statement. You don't have to have fucking muscles. It helps, but you don't have to have fucking muscles. You don't have to be 6 foot. You don't have to have a fucking jawline. It helps.
The stupidest shit.
But what are you gonna fucking do? You got to work with what you have. And at
Exactly.
the end of the day, I respect people who are not quote unquote blessed with those genetics and are able to be a happy life. Because I tell you what, guys, I haven't met one person that I would trade my life for. Even if you got a fucking Lamborghini, if you're fucking a lot of bitches, I wouldn't trade my life because
Word.
I'm gonna rather figure it out my way. And I don't want to sacrifice what I have or what I've built or what I don't have to try to be somebody else. I'd rather just fucking be myself. And granted, it takes fucking time, and I'm still working on myself, but I don't want you guys to try to be me, Afi, Mark. Don't try to be anybody. Be the best version of yourself.
Yeah, but what we can do is take what we like about you,
Right.
what we like about Af, and we can incorporate that into our personality, what you use, and improve ourselves from that. That's why it's always good to be around somebody that's better than you, like you're further ahead than I am, and you help me. You've helped me in many ways, besides just watching your content and picking up what you do and then incorporating that into my life and trying it. So many people act like they want your help, but then when you suggest something to them, they don't even check it out. They kind of want to ride along on the coattails. And I know women have a tendency to do that. They act like, they want to go along with you, but yet they don't want to do the things they have to do to be where you're at. So they'll drag you
I've
down.
had people book consultations with me to argue with me, bro, and tell me that girl ain't like that.
Then why are you calling me?
Seriously?
Why are you calling me why are you paying me if you don't want to listen, if you don't want to do what?
Of course,
yeah.
of course. And like that's the thing. Like it's always the problem is with situations like that is you get people who like are like you said genuinely paying for your guys' advice and all this and that. But then when the advice is exactly what the fuck they don't want to hear, oh man, I could only imagine being in your guys' shoes and stuff like that, So that's the thing. As a counselor or a mentor or whatever you guys might label yourself as, you're telling people exactly what the fuck they don't want to hear. They don't want to fucking hear that, oh, you need to leave that bitch. She ain't worth shit. They don't want to hear that. They want to hear something like, whenever I got fucked over, I wanted to hear you or Henry say, oh, well, maybe you can make it right. I fucking wanted to hear that so bad. But
you know what they really want to hear a lot of times is how to get your girlfriend back.
And that's what I was, and the whole time, like in my head, I had this, fucking image like, oh, well, maybe if I just do this or do that or tell them this, they'll tell me that maybe I can get her back one day. But now, granted, it's been a year and a half. I'm cool. I could never be more grateful for stepping the fuck up out of that
What they
bullshit.
need to hear is, what do you need to change in yourself so you don't end up in that same situation again?
Yep.
They want to look at her thinking if they get her back, everything's going to
Yeah,
be okay.
exactly.
Now, true
So,
spoken.
Afi, tell me how to get her back.
No, because I'm glad you said that too. Because every situation with an ex, and from the past, if I assess it, I see why she left me, bro. Like
Yeah.
every single one. Like I remember like a particular one. Like you see, you don't see. The thing is what people need to understand is men when they say I love you and women when they say I love you is different, right? So so boom. Let's unpack it like this. So let's say I'm having a problem with family and shit, right? So I'm thinking of it like, well, hey, if I got a woman and she's the one who I'm spending all my goddamn time with, then that's who I'm supposed to come with, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not thinking about looking weak and shit.
Yeah.
So I do the whole little spiel to her, and to her, she's like, oh, he's looking weak. He's not a good leader, but I'm being vulnerable because
Yeah.
you're supposed to be my bitch.
And yeah.
You earn this position, so that's when you're supposed to pour back into me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not looking at it. So, but then the woman like, oh yeah, he's weak now. No, I'm weak for this moment.
Yeah.
And then it's your job to power me up. And once I get the power up, I'm finna make
up.
it rain on you. But you fucked up. I can't make it rain on you because now you didn't already looking at it like, oh, he's soft. No, I'm not soft. I'm just having a fucking moment. I'm a
Yeah.
human fucking being. And now you're not gonna get the rain poured on you because you didn't already. Now you didn't pull back. I didn't show you some vulnerability.
Yup.
Now you pull back. So now you even can't even show you that next level that I was about to show you. See, a lot of times women don't even know what's coming and shit. You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of times dudes do tests. See, women need to understand the difference between in their dating and shit. They need to between the guys that they like and the guys that they like. And they don't know, and they just run the same game on the guys that are thirsty for them and the ones that are thirsty for it, bro. And like dudes that have options, bro, that's a whole different game, bro. If you like me and I got options, you can't run that same fucking blah 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 bullshit on the guys who say you're hot. I want to drink your bath water. Ooh, baby, 279 pounds. I want all of it. Like, see, that vibe, that's the simp vibe. You can't bring that vibe and be like, well, I got all these other guys wanting me. But guess what? You don't want them though. You still want me.
Yeah.
Even though they saying all this shit, you still want my ass. So shut the fuck up.
You know, let me say something about that. Women, listen, guys. The chat, yeah.
Address the chat, would you?
Oh,
Go ahead, Adam.
Yeah, now I want to say something about what Afi said. Women are shamed for liking guys like us, right? Because what happens is, if my girl's friends don't like me, I don't like him. He's got you not hanging out so much. He's
And
got
it's
you
always the
dressed-
single and fat ones, man.
He's got you dressing different. You're acting different in a better way. That now your girl, the one that likes you, the one that's a better person as a result of your leadership, she starts to keep what you guys are doing to herself because she doesn't want to be shamed. So now she's not telling her single mother the things that you're happening. Watch this. I dated a woman. I like this woman. Cared about this woman. I love this woman, right? My version of love. Long story short, I've said this on my show numerous times. At one point, her mother said, you know what? You're too old for this love shit. You're too old for this love shit. Now, the girl that I was dating at the time said, well, you're happy. My sister's happy. My brother's happy. Why can't I be happy? What happens is when a woman is led by a man who listens to this type of shit, who's on his shit, who knows his shit, who's got options, like Afi said, you start to make the woman unrecognizable to the people that she was dealing with, the toxic people. So now she's no longer toxic. She no longer fits in the crew, right? Now she becomes a woman who is more valuable, who is more desirable by a real fucking man. Like,
I'm going through that.
all right, so
exact shit
boom.
right
So
now.
now the bitch got to pick.
Yeah.
She got to pick you or she got to pick her toxic friends. And in my particular case, the woman chose her family. I don't fault her for that. And, I could never take a woman's family's place. But what I say that to say, and I always say this on my show, it's extremely important. If you care about the bitch, you care about your relationship, keep your bitch and keep your relationship close and tight off. Because there's going to be a lot of infiltration. Like, for instance, this YouTube shit. You incorporate your kids and shit like that. There's a lot of YouTube content creators that don't want to incorporate their personal life because they're going to be casualties of the shit that I say. right? So yeah, it's the you know what I mean. So at the end of the day, if you care about something, keep it close to yourself.
Word.
Keep it
Word.
close to yourself. Your sons are of age, your daughters of age. They have leadership from you, so they can handle any potential negativity that comes over
Yeah,
here.
word.
But when you're happy, and most people aren't fucking happy, and you're in a relationship, people don't want to because they don't know how to interact and deal with the new version of the happier version of Amy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now I'm dealing with her and shit. We're happy and shit. We're not hanging out as much and shit. We're doing our own thing. There's hatred. But then when there's trouble in paradise, they start to embrace her again. Now the bitch gets confused because now she's establishing a relationship with her sister, her mother. What are you going to choose? You're going to choose your family over me. I can't make the decision for you, young lady. You got to choose me. But when you do make the decision, you got to stick with it. And I've been through that shit, bro, numerous times. And this happened to me the last time. So I say that to say this. Guys, like Afi was saying and shit, you know what I mean? Like, you have to be unapologetically masculine. You have to be unapologetically and be a leader. You got to make tough decisions. Not everyone's going to like you, but we shouldn't be striving for like or love. We should be striving for fucking respect. So if a woman respects you, your peers respect you, your children respect you, we know that's the cost.
Word.
You got to pick. If you are a man and still choosing love over respect, you have some growing up to fucking do.
No matter what age.
And look, I want to address this chat. Shout out to you, Ricky Rich. I just
Peace,
put up.
peace.
I just put up my phone. He said, "Opinion on why women cheat." I'm gonna tell you, and this is the secret, bro. You listen to me real good. You
Listen up, Ricky.
Ricky Rich.
You take off, Richie. You listening to me? Press 1, because I'm gonna need you to get off of X videos right now. You can't multi-purpose this fucking shit. You press 1 if you want to learn this fucking game. Take Pornhub off. Then I'm gonna tell you, right?
Put it on pause.
Because this is the thing, bro. It's the same reason why we do, bro. Don't we get good women that we like, but we still want to fuck other hoes? It's the same exact shit. The problem is y'all think that women are this fucking fairy and shit, bro. That's the fucking problem. I see you. That's the fucking problem, bro. The same reason why. The same reason why you got your main chick, but when you go on vacation, you want to fuck hoes. Why? If you so in love, why you still want to fuck hoes? You see? I tell you why. Because that one person can't give you all of your needs, bro.
Word.
And the woman can't give you all of your
That's
needs.
another show.
Not one woman, bro.
That's another show.
And the only time a one woman can give you all of your needs is because you're not a game type player. Because game type players experience a lot of women. Because guess what? We got a lot of needs. You see? That's why. Super chat.
Yeah, San Marcos Super Chat.
Send them a super chat and a cash app.
That's
why.
important. That's important that you say that. Because, guys, I want you guys to understand that women got to get their hair did, their nails did, waxed.
A lot of work.
Right. And nobody bats an eye for that.
Yeah.
Men have needs too. And when, if you're a man who has needs to only get laid, you got some more growing up to do. Men have needs. We need peace. Don't fucking bother me. We need time. We need the ability to alleviate some of the things. We don't want to hear that they're your kids too. We don't want to hear shit like that. We want to be in a position where we are healthy and invigorated to be able to provide you a life that we're either striving for or the life that we're providing you. There's a lot of dudes. Oh, go ahead.
No. Yeah, because shout out to Dr. B.O.A. He made a video off the other cat. I don't even remember his name. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The guy.
Yeah.
And he's talking about, only like cheater type guys need their fucking peace, all this bullshit. No, you don't know. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, bro. Shut the fuck up with that shit, bro. That ain't the real reason, bro. The real reason is because, bro, real dudes go through shit. So you see, that's the problem, bro. The problem is when you square ass fucking punks look out on the outside, look in, you think that the only problem is players because we player type cats, that you think that we only got player type fucking problems, bro. We got, even though I might have a rotation or I might have women, that don't mean I only got problems with women. I might have problems at work. I might have problems with my family. I might have problems with my fucking dogs, right? It doesn't always consist of women, but guess what? Because you can't get women, that's where your focus is at.
Boom.
So you figure that them my problems. No, nigga, them your problems, bro.
and like you were just saying, exactly. Like people think that once you get up to this top, quote unquote top, that the problems stop. there's this fucking
More.
premonition
More problems.
of
More money, more problems, right.
There's this like premonition of like, oh well, once I get to the top, I'll be good,
Bruh.
Well, if you got more money, if you got millions, you gonna
More-
fuck
more
around and
women.
gonna make a $25,000 mistake or something. You got how it, you know,
at
it's
that
like
shit.
it's about the character that you're building for yourself. So it don't fucking stop. It don't
Kanye
stop.
West got dropped $200,000 per month behind the Kim Kardashian, bro. Guess what? If you wouldn't have married her, even if you had a kid with her, you was fucking her and it didn't work out, this shit would have been 75,000, bro. Because you wanted to show everybody else that you was a real man, right? You a real man. You can lead a relationship. But now guess who paying for it? Your bitch ass.
You know what's funny? A lot of guys want to prove their masculinity to their woman's family.
Look at that guy over there. Look, this is a lot of fucking game over
You know what's
here.
crazy?
That's it.
A lot of guys tend to prove their masculinity to their mother-in-laws, their girl's family, their friends, and shit for perception. They want to keep up with the Joneses. Unfortunately, what happens is that sometimes you're starting to become a character for somebody else. You're performing. You're shucking and jiving. You're vaudevilling. And then basically, you're not the person that you want to be. So then when you have a premonition, you have a moment of silence, and you're like, what the fuck am I doing? It's still not working. Now the bitch is annoyed and she's bored of me. Now you start to get resentful. You start to resent your fucking kids. You start to resent everything that you've lost because you were trying to impress people that will never fucking be impressed. How many of you guys have ever been in a relationship that you're trying to impress a woman's friends or family and they still will never fucking accept you? You're allowed to come to the fucking Thanksgiving and shit, but they're still giving you the side eye. And you fucking should be thankful for that. Listen, we always talk about this shit. Go where you are celebrated, not tolerated. And if you're not celebrated anywhere, create your shit. Don't follow the mold, be the mold. It's hard. It's a lonely fucking road. Don't get it twisted. But when you're younger, you're more reliant on friends. But as you get older, you start to realize that friend shit is a fallacy. When you start to meet guys that are older, you're like, wow. This just came out of nowhere. And I'm closer to guys that I've only known for under 2 years, longer than guys that I've known for all my life. So I say that to say the man role is extremely lonely. It's a difficult role. And don't let a woman or don't let anybody who's not a real fucking man tell you to man up. Because this shit is hard. But when you really embrace it and you find other men who are embracing it, you're unstoppable.
Yeah.
And it's a good feeling.
Look at this, and I gotta take a fire piss, but I want.
Yeah, I had to do it too.
Yeah. But I want you to elaborate on this because this is one of the best lessons I ever learned. Because I really didn't understand because I look at, a part of this YouTube and just coaching and whatever all this shit is I had to understand like it's hard to like take yourself out of situations, and even like with dating women and shit like. When I date women and certain things that I go through with them, I mistakenly, keyword mistake, capitalized. Somebody put mistake capital in the chat. Is they think how I think, and what my brother taught me is, and I remember I was going through some shit, and he was just like, man, and that's game right there too because he didn't even know he gave me like he probably knew he gave me a gym. But he gave me like a life hack, and this is real shit. Cause it's
Key to
like,
the streets.
yeah, like, and he told me that their dreams. How you say it?
Yeah.
That's like
I don't remember.
That's like for real shit, bro. Like if you figure that shit out, like you can hear it, and then you can comment 100 and bullshit. But when you really understand that a woman's needs is bigger than your dreams. It'll fucking like change your life, bro, because it don't understand. Like, cause I would look at the shit from my perspective, like, hey, bro, if I've been fucking with a chick for 20 years and she's up, I'm looking at her like, for one, I'm looking at her like I'm proud of her, like she did it, and then on the other hand, I'm looking at her like, shit, I'm invested in it. I look at this shit like Bitcoin, like shit. I was on that stock for a while, so I'm finna eat. I'm not finna be like, oh, I'm about to be competitive now, and now I'm about to try to fucking kill his confidence. Like I don't think like that. But the women is like, oh, I'm less important. Let me fuck with his ass then. Yeah. So like for real, like a woman's needs. See, need and drink. See, need is like when you hear. So okay, so. If you scale a 1 through 10, you're gonna say want is like at a 4, and a need is like at a 7, and a dream is like at a 10 because dreams usually are unobtainable. But when you understand that a woman's needs, what she wants at the time, is bigger than your fucking whole plan, once you understand that, that will take you to a whole. It will, bro, because it
he's the fucking goat.
because it will confuse you because it'll be like, God damn, bro, we've been through hella shit. Why is this little shit matter?
Yeah.
And it will confuse you. Like, damn, we can't get over this.
Yeah.
But it's just like, no, her needs at the time. It don't matter if you want to direct movies. It don't matter if you want to be a professional basketball player,
A rapper.
a rapper. She mad because it been 1 month and it been 4 motherfucking weekends and y'all went on 2 dates instead of 4. That matters more than your whole fucking purpose in life, bro.
Crazy.
You gotta understand that shit. So yeah, 4 weeks. You usually take her out on 4 fucking dates and shit, expert level dater and shit. Benny Hines this time, Chris this time, Benny Hines, yeah. And then you miss 2 weeks and she's bitching at you and shit. And you like, why? Like, no, bro, because women, what they need, how they want. See, you gotta understand that when you say a woman's needs, it's not need like she needs her car payment or she
like more like a
needs
want.
or she needs
the
her.
moment.
It's the how she wants to feel at that time.
Moment.
An
So
extreme
how
desire.
she wants to feel at the moment trumps the whole fucking
thing.
shit, bro. So once you understand that, when they do little shit, you get it. Like, okay. So you gotta if you really see, now you got it. See, he gave it to me and I gave it to you.
That shit's
And
fucking crazy.
like if you really get that, because it'll fuck you up. Because like I said, man, I had chicks for like 20 years, bro. And then it's just like, I'm up now. This isn't the time for the bullshit.
Yeah, word.
This is the time for you to be like, I'm the greatest. You want to be on the
And
team.
watch
I always
this.
seen it on you. And now you want to be like, who was this texting? Why you ain't
And watch
listening?
this. Him saying 20 years, that means that where he is today, he's been talking about for 20 fucking years.
Yeah.
So we're talking. I'm like, and it wasn't her needs are bigger than your dreams, and that should just hit him. I'm sure you're going through that. I've been through that. I'm sure you've been through that too. I'm sure you've been through that.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck?
Dreams and purpose kind of go synonymous. You use the word purpose in this space a lot, but dreams, right? A woman's dreams is different because a woman's dreams is for her. Typically, a man's dream is for his legacy. That includes their kids. If you play your fucking role right, bitch, you're gonna be you'll have my fucking last name, everything, right? So at the end of the day, yo, listen, women, I'm not mad at women for being selfish, but women will be mad at you for being selfish in the moment so I can give it to you later.
Word.
Well, he's talking about 20 years later, bitch, when I said it initially and shit, you were rocking with me. 20 years later, now that I'm up, 29 fucking books later, bitch, you're giving me fucking lip. When I didn't have a fucking book out, that's when you're supposed to give me pushback. Why do women... Here's the deal. Women do that now because now they're scared because they realize they're gonna lose you.
Yeah.
They're frantic. They're scrambling eggs. They're like, oh my God, he's got 30 books. I gotta do something stupid to try to keep him. Little do they fucking know, bitch, you're out of there.
You pushing me away.
You're pushing me away. If you played your fucking role, see, again, we're loyal to a fault. So we're called dogs. And I think if women really understood that, a dog will always come home. Right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, women want to feel and they want to prioritize their need. This is why you said it earlier. Women can't see shit coming. We plan for fucking the future. You got jobs coming. You already know what's going in Q 2023. You know what you're doing tomorrow. You know what you got to do. I got to do shit. So at the end of the day, women only know the future when it comes to their kids. When it comes to themselves, they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Exactly.
Look at that. Look at this. Cause say you meet a girl and you like her and shit like that. And you like, you know what, baby? Let me introduce you to my world. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you. This is just how I talk to your bitch. You know, I gotta change the voice because y'all don't understand. That's the deal. You gotta change the voice now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
So
telling
yeah,
you.
baby.
Put
yeah.
you on.
Yeah, baby. So this is how I'm doing it. This is bitch. Yeah, this is how we doing it. You know what I'm saying? So this is how about this. And you think she gonna hear it the same, bro? But she don't hear it the same. She hear it as, oh, this is less attention I get.
Yeah.
This is less shit that I get. Not knowing that if you stick by me, bro. Like I tell you, if I don't, now I'm never gonna get married. I did that post, but I'm open to settling down. But if I don't find that person I'm settling down with within the next 5 years, it's never gonna happen. Because when I get these millions and this blue check and shit,
Word.
I'm just knocking down. I'm knocking down Maya.
Word.
I don't even like Ashanti. I'm gonna just knock her down. I'm gonna just knock her down just so y'all can
For the
jack
culture,
off
for the
too.
culture.
Hey, for the
Just for the culture.
Shout out
I don't
to
even
Ashanti.
want to hit that, but just so y'all can give me my props.
Just
I
to
do
say he
it.
did.
Nope.
Just to say he did.
Yeah.
No, that's one of the things, the biggest key that my dad gave me. And this one's like, I think about it every day. The moment that you are able to accept the nature of a woman is when you truly become a man.
Boom. Boom.
Nature, bro.
It's the truth. I mean, you gotta accept, you know what I mean? Women aren't gonna accept how we are as men.
Sure.
But the moment that you really accept how women are in nature,
Oh,
it makes the fucking game.
I gotta tell you this one, bro, because I made a whole video about this, about my red pill moment, and this was because I was about 17 years old, and I would have problems with women. And what was my problems? Well, my problem was because I would have rotations of 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, or whatever, and I would be like, how come the 7, 9, 10, or whatever, I don't trip off of them. I don't cater to them. I'm taking them on less dates. I ain't telling them I miss them. I ain't telling them I love them. All
they
this
want
shit.
you the most.
But
Real deal.
the one who I gave the title to, I
Man.
love you, I miss you, baby. I ain't doing that, baby. I love you, and all this fucking bullshit. She's giving me the pushback, but I'm giving her more of it. And once I figured out, like, it ain't her fault. It's my fault because I'm giving her different energy.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh yeah, she's nah. No, it's because I'm with this other ones. I'm not giving a fuck, and they giving me what I want. This one, I'm like, you don't worry. When I finish, I'm gonna give me and you.
I'll be here for you, baby.
Yeah, and then she's giving me all this, why this, why that, why this, why that. And these other ones are like, I miss you, I want you, and I'm even confused. Like, why do you miss me and want me and all? I ain't even gave you all of that.
Yeah.
I ain't even gave you much. Like, why? I fuck a chick 4 or 5 times and take her on 2 dates. She'll tell me she loved me and I'm the best I ever had and she's ever had and shit in her life. But then I got an actual girlfriend who I didn't took on vacations and shit. Yeah, bro. Fuck that shit.
it's
Another
frustrating
time,
for Ben,
where the
yeah.
data coaches at? Let me find his data coaches.
Oh, man.
You cats need to stop kissing y'all bitches' asses, bro, online, bro. And guess
That's
what?
another
I
show.
see the breakups coming.
That's another show.
I see the breakups coming.
Yeah,
Keep
I
on
think
doing it.
about that too,
Keep
yeah.
on doing it. Keep on doing
When
it.
they post.
Keep on
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
Keep on making these captions about her. Oh, yeah, my girl's beautiful. And she's my best. Yeah, keep it up. Keep the fucking shit up. And in 6 months, let's see. You're gonna be ghosting. You're gonna be MGTOW and shit.
As being somebody who grew up in the time where the social media thing went down, me and Henry have this game, where once they start posting their bitch, that's when we know that the shit's going downhill.
Right.
I feel
We know
bad for them
straight
guys.
up.
I see
I already
them
knew
doing
you
it.
was getting tight when you after 30 seconds.
You see, I mean, like that was real deal. Like once they start posting them, I'm like, hey, she gone. Hey, let's start hitting her up, dude.
And we as men, we want to do that, but it pushes.
It doesn't work.
I don't know. I really think it's worse now that the modern woman, the way things are. Back in the 70s, it wasn't quite like it, but we didn't have social media. Sure. And of course, I was dating back then, but
Yeah.
women were more committed.
Yeah.
They were more behind their man. I mean, women used to do things.
Like,
One of my
Mark,
first
y'all-
girlfriends.
before I take a leak, y'all think I ain't liked a woman in 5 years? I've been doing YouTube since 2018. Well, it's December, but it'll be 23. Y'all think I ain't liked a girl in that whole time? Of course I have. But I'm not about to gear my content for her. Because guess what? That don't even make sense. Fuck that shit. Hold on. I gotta say some shit. Fuck that. That don't make sense. So you mean to tell me? See, because guess what? Your girl is all on your dick now because your shit's actually moving. You see what I'm saying? You don't even you on your own dick so bad you don't even see that. Because guess what? If you were a content creator and your shit wasn't popping, she wouldn't be on your dick, fool.
Word. And I think initially, like one of the things that my dad's taught me quite a
It's
bit.
easy.
Like, not really necessarily taught, but
This way here.
women. I think whenever they say open up, they got good intentions.
Go in the bathroom.
You know what I'm saying? Like they do got good intentions. They genuinely at first when they're like, you can open up to me, like I'm not like one of them. I really feel like they mean that. They really do. But damn, man.
I think they mean it when they say it.
Yeah, exactly.
The problem is, women a lot of times, and a lot of men are the same way. They don't know what they're attracted to. They don't know what makes them unattractive, and they
Exactly.
really want you to open up to them. And then
but-
when you do, they kind of feel like my daughter says, she gets that ick feeling.
Yeah, and they get turned off, man. I mean, dude, think about it like this. I've heard this in movies and read it in books and seen it on like comedy. No one wants to see a fucking grown man cry.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, guys. You know, it's crazy. You're right. Good intentions are important. Yeah, AV, you don't let me in. You know, I don't know what's going on with you. You don't want to talk to me. You know, and this has happened. I've done it, and you know, I think, you know, again, it's men, because we are the true romantics. Men really love women for real.
Yeah.
We love women for real.
Yeah.
Women love opportunistically. It was a hard pill for us to swallow. If it is advantageous for her to love you, she's gonna fucking love you.
And that's part of accepting their nature.
Precisely. If it's advantageous for her not to cheat on you, she's gonna do it. But guess what? If it's advantageous for her to cheat on you, well, guess what? She's gonna fucking cheat on you. If it's advantageous for her to leave you, she's gonna fucking leave you. We feel bad we're gonna break up with a bitch. Unless if she's watch this. How many of you guys have broken up with a good girl? Or you cheated on a good girl and she found out, you really felt bad. But she got back at you and she was so unremorseful. She was able to move on like this. So my point is, women are opportunistic. And I think men need to be more opportunistic as well. And I think we need to be more opportunistic on the things that are going to matter for our legacy. You don't have to have kids to have legacy, but your last name's got to mean a fucking thing or two, right? So at the end of the day, the only reason why women want you to open up is so that way they can kind of figure out your chink so they can use it to their advantage. Because the next time you fucking open up to a bitch, she's going to bring it up to you. Oh, but that time when you said this and shit, I said this shit to you in confidence.
Yeah.
Or she's gonna
5 years ago, man.
or she's gonna share with her friends, or her friends gonna be giggling around you because they know about your shortcoming, right? I was stressed out, baby. I couldn't get it up, type shit like that. So,
Man.
at the end of the day, it is important for us to communicate with women, but it's also important for us to know what we're communicating. You got to give bitches enough for them to feel like they're in the loop, but they never know, because I encourage all men. Listen, bro, I said this shit on numerous occasions. If you're a man that feels that, listen, transparency, I dictate transparency. My transparency is what I show you. That's my transparency. Right? I don't have to be fully transparent for you to know, because if you know, you know. I don't got to tell you shit to know. I ain't got to tell you I got bitches. I ain't got to tell you Mark guys. You don't even got to show me you got bitches. We know you got bitches. So
Without no receipts.
right.
Just
The guys who
at the
demand receipts are guys who don't have any receipts of their own. So they want to see something so they can say, maybe this is attainable.
Prove it.
Prove it. Right. We don't got to prove shit, man. Yo, listen.
Exactly.
It is what it is. So at the end of the day, when we get on this microphone and shit, we want to try to reach as many men as possible. But a lot of guys, the guys at this table, the guys in this house, we're a rare breed.
Word.
And it's lonely.
It's a dying breed.
Right, it's a dying breed, and you're bringing this legacy up right here. So at the end of the day, when a woman wants to know what makes you tick, she will never be able to comprehend, because she's not a man. You can go outside, you're not gonna get DM'd. You can show your abs and shit like that. You can write 30 books and shit. You got to put in some work.
Yeah.
A bitch can go outside with flip flops, a Crocs, a bonnet, and still get attention.
Just say yes.
You got to be peacock.
Just
and
say
broad.
yes. So at the end of the day, real quick, at the end of the day, it's not in our best interest to share with women, because most women won't be able to process what we go through. I think it's important for us to always hold frame, but find men a tribe, a goddamn diary if you need to be able to express yourself, because at the end of the day, when you give somebody something that they can't process, it usually goes to waste.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me say this though, because let me add this though, as far as expressing things to your women, you gotta understand. See, you have to be a manager, right? So what does a manager do? A manager tells you your task, and he also tells you your value too. So if you want to be vulnerable, because I can be vulnerable with a woman, but I also know how to frame the picture first. You see, I'm not going to just be vulnerable and then she thinks I'm vulnerable.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So if I want to tell her some real shit, hey, my mama fucking died, I want to cry to her, I'm gonna let her the importance of my mama and let her to know the importance of her and why I'm even letting her know this. And then, it's not better anymore.
That's a fact.
It ain't better anymore because now she feels like, hey, he fucks all these other hoes, but I'm the one who he tells his personal shit too. You see, and that's how you win. And that's the finesse game that you niggas ain't never gonna learn because you gonna pussy too much, bro. So you ain't gonna be able to do it. So that's what I'm saying. You gotta frame it right, bro.
Yeah.
It's just like a picture. What is a picture without a frame? It can't be a masterpiece.
Let's go.
Man, come on, sons. You know how
Let's
it
check.
goes.
Let's check.
We're about
Frank.
2 hours in.
Check, man.
We're about to
if
be
that
out.
If that camera runs out, can we
That's a
switch to
shame
this one
because
here?
I got gas. I'm talking that I ain't even had nothing yet. We ain't even at the first mark
Okay.
yet now.
All right, let's go. We're gonna switch. If this camera goes out, we're gonna go to this other one up here.
But
You might as well just make 2 out of it, stop it, and start it back.
damn near. Shit. It's like, but I mean, shoot, really, it's just, I couldn't thank anybody else more for than you guys for some information like this. And,
Appreciate you. Likewise.
And nowadays, you got to think about it. Like you said, man, information is on demand.
Right.
If you don't have friends, if you live somewhere in the middle of fucking nowhere, you got Reddit, you got Discord, you got
Right.
Twitter, you can find these groups.
Sure.
So you ain't lost, you know what I mean?
Right.
So for people my age, like what I would suggest, I'm so fortunate that I have somebody like my dad
Word.
who's able to bring the people to me. You know?
Right.
How many guys your age have come over here in the boys' age and they don't have a mom, they don't have a dad in the house, they live with the grandparents.
awesome.
or they're
This
both
has
gone.
been this for years, for fucking years, since I was 12 to even 22. This has been an escape for people.
That's awesome.
This house, they come, they like to hear what my dad has to say. Most of my friends don't got dads, but my dad is their dad, you know.
Right.
So they sit there and he's a busy man, so you know I don't expect him to sit down with every single one of my friends
can't.
and do that. But he'll tell me, and I can tell my
convey the-
friends.
That is
Exactly.
awesome. That I want to commend you for that, man, because it's, man, like I said, I wish I had that. You know what I mean? And it's like I said again, it's an honor to be here, be in your house, meeting your son, your legacy, meeting you, Wade Emery. You already know Alpha Kingdom. You already know the deal. But yeah, man, it's awesome because this is what I like to be around.
Mm-hmm.
I like to see progress. I like to see good ideas exchanged. This is gonna add more value to my life, man. This is gonna add more value to my shows, my content, because this shit is real. Because at the end of the day, when I started Alpha Villains, I never had problems with hoes. I deal with the same shit we all deal with. But my intention wasn't really to get hoes. I could do a course, and I probably will, but I can't do a course on getting chicks. It's just not in me, right? But for me, there is such an absence of masculinity. There's such an absence of wisdom. Wisdom, man. And your videos and your channel, man, and I think that's a contributing factor as to why we're not popular yet, because what we do and say, people aren't ready for.
Yeah.
People can't relate to a father figure because they don't have a father. Of
course.
People can't relate to guys who think outside of the box because they only know a box. People can't relate to a life outside of women because all they get their validation is from women. Mm-hmm. People can't write books. People can't fucking create. So our content and what you're doing is going to outlast us, like I said.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that maybe we'll get the recognition then, but at least this is purposeful. And I hope that I hope we find the fruits of our labor, number one, while we're still alive. But number two, I hope that our message really gets across, man, and it really continues to help people like it's helping us. Because I know this right here, man, is helping me.
Yeah.
And it's a slow burn, but when I go home, I'm like, damn, this was awesome.
Yeah,
So
for
that's
sure.
pretty
And
cool.
and like you said, hopefully, you guys will be able to really take what you guys have
sure.
put out there and stuff. But like for example, like my dad, let's say hypothetically that wasn't the case. We're all here. He's got 6 of us to really be able to take it.
That is a lot.
To be able
That is a lot.
and that's the
I'm
one thing-
fortunate though. I tell you what, I get to experience things that a lot of people have
That
kids.
showed me
but
how much booty you was
I'm
getting.
with my kids. They work with me. I mean, I get to spend a lot of
That's
time
awesome.
with my kids, and I get to influence them a lot.
That's awesome.
As in contrast to a lot of people, they pick up their kids from daycare, they bring them home, and the kid goes to the room, he gets on,
It's-
and they're
yeah.
influeed by. So I have a
Sure.
lot. I'm
That is
fortunate.
awesome. That is
Very
And
fortunate.
like I said, even regardless, like I said, hypothetically, let's say he's not able to be here to see his real success. Like I said, he's got 6 of us here,
Right.
and we will be able to. And that's what it's like. You guys said it's all about. as a man, you create and you do more for your legacy, for who's behind you, so
That's a
who's
fact,
underneath
bro.
you. So, regardless of it all, he will still be able to
Sure, live on,
actually
live on, right.
exactly,
That's it.
always.
And see, we're here talking as men. That's what, and some people in the audience may find this as crude or rough or disrespectful, but I grew up in a time where the men went behind a liquor store called Castile's. It was like an alley. Be 10, 15, 20 of them back there drinking and talking as men.
Right.
But men don't get together like that anymore.
Sure.
So this is the way I grew up, with men talking like this.
Mark, bro, you know that like a cat got on my fucking comments and shit talking about he was gonna unfollow me because he didn't like the fact that I was trolling about my engagement. Like, shut the fuck up. Just unfollow me then, you bitch ass. Why you want to make an announcement and shit? I don't even want your ass. You a fucking hoe. Bro, everybody follow you. Okay, bye, bitch. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's like Facebook. You want to make an announcement and shit. Like, if I unfollow somebody, I'm not going to go, I don't know, Gucci Man. I don't know what you said. I'm going to unfollow you. I'm just going to unfollow you. Just for you to announce it, that's some
You're a bitch.
bitch ass.
I've seen people do
That is some bitch ass shit. You listen to it. You subscribe to me still. So I'm talking to your bitch ass, dude. If you wanted to unsubscribe with me or unfollow me, cool. But you like making an announcement like it's gonna hurt my feelings. But what you really did is make me think, hey, I didn't want your bitch ass anyway, because I don't want soft guys in my tribe to where they can't take in fucking. So me making a joke about being married and engaged hits you so much that you want to acknowledge and you want to make it a point. You think that I miss you from my tribe? No! Stay! Let's talk about it. No, get your bitch ass out of here.
Hey, that guy, he didn't know what he was doing, really, because if you think about, I mean, for me, you guys make me happy, because
I'm gonna follow you.
I need direction. There's a lot of stuff I was drinking and fucking around most of my life because I wasn't happy with myself. And then,
Wait, I'm not gonna sleep tonight, but I'm not gonna sleep tonight behind that shit because he gonna unfollow me, bro.
oh yeah.
'Cause I'm not gonna sleep.
But hey,
how can
the
I?
stuff I've learned
How
from you
can
guys.
I? How can I? With my 70,000 followers, how can I sleep with the one that say he won't follow me? Just gonna lose sleep.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna be
rough.
up all night. Like, how could he? Stupid ass fucking guys, bro. And you wonder why you got problems with hoes, bro.
Word.
And you wonder why you got problems with women, bro.
Going 2 hours pops.
It's still going.
Yep, yes it is.
Now, what were you saying though, man?
Oh, just listening to you guys, I've improved my life so much, and from each and every one of your guys' podcasts. And I mean, I'm happier. The happier I get, the more I want to learn and improve
Appreciate
myself. And so, I mean, I haven't said much tonight because I'm just trying to listen.
Nah,
take it
man.
all
The
in.
fact that you're
I
here is
appreciate
awesome.
you.
Word,
Nah, we
word.
appreciate you, Wade Emery. You
for
already
sure.
know that.
For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, man. 2 hours. Yeah, we're already wrapping up.
The
Amazingness.
battery's going. good.
Amazingness, man.
That was
Amazing.
easy 2 hours.
Easy, man. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's it's been a privilege beyond measures. for me to
Yeah,
meet you
man.
and shit.
I'm looking forward to doing this more.
Word.
You know,
Word.
maybe so in person, it's always a different vibe, man.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
always nice to shake hands and look eyes at the people. That
Real
that really,
energy.
yeah. Being online is one
And
thing.
hold on real quick,
Go for
because
it.
no, just real. This is
No,
real
you good.
fast because y'all might see me at AV cook, but y'all don't because see y'all think we cook because AV has game and Avi has game. No, that ain't why we cook. It's because we cook because we have a good rapport and
Word.
we talk offline, so
Yeah.
y'all get to
You guys-
see that.
Yeah.
Y'all get to see the result of that. It ain't just because I got game, you got game, so that equals a good fucking video. Like,
Yeah.
no, because I
Yeah.
talk to this motherfucker every day.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, that's my big bro. He's younger than me. I call him my big bro because he put me on. Yeah, man. It's always good to put a face and a hand to the face, right?
Yeah.
And on the microphone and shit. And I'm looking forward to this, man. We're approaching the new year. I hope everybody. I always tell everybody it's not where you start, it's where you fucking finish, right? We still
Yeah.
got a month left, and it's never fucking too late. I'm 48 years old. I always say 48, never too late.
Word.
And I want you guys to understand, man, what you're doing, man, is fucking awesome. What we're all doing, what you're doing, your participation, you guys in the back.
I like
It's
you even
important.
more, Mark, seeing your interaction with your kids while you wasn't around.
Right.
Key word.
Yeah, so just
Keyword.
real quick before we wrap up.
While you wasn't around.
Yeah, real quick.
You ain't see that we talked about when you wasn't here.
Yeah, real quick before we wrap up, before you guys close out. we had the pleasure of meeting. First of all, Mark carte blanche, man, laid out the red carpet for us, man. He invited us to come out here to Missouri. He fucking picked us up in the Yukon, opened the doors for us, a shit complimentary bottle, just treated us with a lot of respect. Young guys, man, that really didn't know us from Adam, but they took their father's leadership and they wanted to treat us with respect, man. And that goes a long fucking way, and that's something you guys can fucking learn. A lot of you guys are fucking disrespecting each other online. You're not really being an example that most men need to be. So I commend you. I commend you for your hospitality. Thank you, everybody, for having me. This was a fucking blast. It's still fucking early, too. I know
night is young.
Homie gonna take us out and shit for choosing signals.
Word.
But, you know what I mean? But don't record me and shit. I'm on the low. But I appreciate you, Mark, for having me on, man. Thank you so much.
Glad to have you. Where can we find you at?
Yeah, man. So do me a favor, guys. Check out, I got a YouTube channel, obviously, Alpha Villains. I got a morning show called Finish Your Breakfast with AV. Weekday mornings, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And make sure you guys check me out on Instagram, too, at Alpha Villains. Peace.
All right, thank you. Afi, where can we get your books? I've read about 7 or 8 of them and listened to 2 or 3.
I think you got more than that. I think you read more than that. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all just follow my YouTube, Afi Kingdom, AFI Kingdom, and subscribe to that. And follow me on International AFI, and also follow me on AFI Books. You get to see. Matter of fact, I got 2 new books working up. That wasn't even the plan, bro. I didn't even mean to do this. One book came from one thing, and one thing came from. Look at this shit.
Every time.
Look at this shit, bro. This is what I'm saying. I'm an empath, bro. Y'all don't understand this shit. I keep calling me a dating coach. I had one fucking circumstance with one woman and had a whole book from it.
Nice.
A whole book.
Nice.
Yeah.
From one interaction. Not even one girl, like I'm just conglomerating all our shit from the whole time. No, just one thing is like, I need to run a book on that because they don't get it.
Yeah.
Just one thing.
I know.
So, make sure y'all follow Afi Kingdom Books too, and y'all can get all the updates on the books. I give out free shit. I don't give a fuck, bro, because like I said, I am an influencer, but I'm an influencer on a good path because I'm not an influencer and I don't have motherfuckers watching my shit because I cuss people out and talk bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I am me, and I influence people to. That's what my whole channel was about. It's not about my game and all of that shit. See, that's what y'all missed the whole fucking point of me getting on the mic. My shit. I'm trying to show y'all abundance mindset and stop giving a fuck. And see what the point is I show y'all by my actions because I don't want to say I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck every fucking time on the mic and that's it. And then I get off the mic. No, I'm showing you by my actions. That's why I was irritated with the marriage shit. Like, what about my Facebook says I'm in love? Nothing. So you motherfuckers ain't got no type of discernment at all, but you wonder why you ain't got no problems with women. Well, maybe because your awareness game is at a 3 when it should be at a 7. You know what I'm saying? You got to get your awareness shit up. Well, how about sometimes you figure out your own shit? Like, put your own shit together. Like, this and this equals this. Why do you got to learn how to be students of the game. And you got to learn how to put yourself in the position to learn. Don't wait for somebody to come and say, hey, I want to teach you some shit. Because it's not going to happen, bro. Unless you're lucky.
Word.
Yeah.
People ain't going to just say, I want to teach you some shit. Come on with me, guys. It doesn't work like that, bro. People are just going to walk past you in life and y'all get your coffee and your frappuccinos and all this bullshit because the women like it. Look at this shit, bro. A lot of you cats drink coffee because bitches fucking drink coffee, bro. You see what I'm saying? You see? So y'all want to be leaders, but y'all following the whole time, bro. Oh, women like dudes who fucking dance on shit, so let me dance too. No, bro. Boy, how about you be the dude that don't dance, and the woman says, for some reason, this is your bitch. I'm talking about. Oh, she got wet and everything. Oh shit! For some reason, I don't know. I don't understand why. I gotta call my friend. I don't know. I don't know what it is. For some reason, I'm just interested in this guy who's not interested in me. You see, that's the whole game right there.
Yeah.
That's it in a nutshell.
Wade, you wanna say anything, man? You came out. I know you're probably gonna close us out, or your dad's gonna close us out.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks, Mark, for having me over. I really appreciate
to
the
have you.
opportunity
Yeah, I'm
to
glad
meet
you
you
came.
guys. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
I learned a lot
This
from
is
you guys.
this was so easy. I don't even. This was
Second nature. Second nature.
God damn it.
Fact. It's good energy, man.
Yeah, for sure. I like to say I appreciate all three of you guys
Absolutely.
for coming to my dad's show. I mean, this is one of the greatest things that I've ever been able to participate.
Let's go.
I love the advice and everything you guys have given me.
Likewise.
And I can't wait to see, what else we figure out tonight. You know what I mean? Whatever
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
on.
yeah,
And just
yeah.
as we know each other, how
Sure.
life goes on. I'll definitely be watching, following, doing
Appreciate
everything
you.
right
Appreciate
behind.
you.
What
Whatever
I
you
mean?
need from us too, man.
For
You know
sure.
what I mean? Yeah, whatever you need
For
from
sure.
us. Let's
You
go.
guys are here. My father's home. You guys are family now.
Appreciate you.
Real
Yeah,
deal.
let's go.
So
Appreciate you.
I appreciate you guys and everything that you guys, showed me, the experiences you guys have shared and everything. So
Thank you.
For real. Yeah, I really appreciate it. I could never put a price tag on this
That's
kind of
it. It's
information.
invaluable, bro.
Word
Mark,
up.
what you
That's
got
a-
to say?
That's
Go
a
ahead.
that's a real young cat right there, bro. Like I said, just me, just working in the field that I do, bro. We do not see that, bro.
Yeah.
We do not
That's a
see
fact.
it, bro. It's far in between.
It's refreshing, and it's a testament to just your relationship, man. What do you have to say before you close us out? This is your home, man.
Well, I say we worked our ass off this week to get things
Fuck
ready for you
yeah.
guys.
I think it came out
And
flawless.
I was stressed and overwhelmed, but it turned out wonderful.
Appreciate it.
Amazing.
It usually does, and it makes me understand why some people don't want to step out and do what you're doing and what you're doing. So it actually humbles me, and I can relate to people who just don't do anything, but they want to, but they're
Go
just
ahead
afraid
and
to.
stun on them. Yeah, I'm an old cat, but I have more money and more hoes than all of you guys.
Easy,
I'm gonna
easy,
say
easy.
it. Go ahead and say it. I say it for him. Yeah, that's why he got the red fucking tuxedo shit on.
Let's go.
Hey,
Woo!
man.
You ain't even seen the shoes though. Let's go.
Real
But
deal.
I can verify. Afi sent me about 10 books. Before that, he sent me 3 or 4 of them Audible, and I've read about 5 or 6 of them, and they're great. I got a couple of favorites over there. He's going to autograph for me before he goes, and he's a man of his word as well as you. I watched both of you guys a long time
Appreciate you.
before I decided to invite you here, and they took out the time to come here and on their own dime, and I can't say enough about you.
It was
So
worth
make
it.
sure you subscribe to their channels and give them a listen and hit that
Give us
like
a shot.
button.
That's
It
it.
was.
Before-
It's just investment in a relationship. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, for sure.
And before we wrap it up, just round of applause for everybody here, everybody in the back, everybody up here.
right.
It was a fucking amazing show, man. Real deal.
Power within,
Good.
baby.
Real deal.
All right, so we're going to wrap it up.